Welcome. Thank you for watching the video yesterday. The few hundred people that did, I had to take it down right away. My editor music is some of it's becoming copyrighted. So it's no big deal. It just doesn't get monetized and they don't really let you out in the algorithms. So what I did was take that video down. It's kind of in the middle of this one. I added some new footage. I wanted to see if you saw anything in the daytime with John in a new, kind of a new area. And also there's an entire premiere at the end of this that very few people saw. I just added it on. I didn't proof watch it. It's 45 minutes long. So it's a little bit of an unusual video, but the evidence is overwhelming. It's really good. I hope you guys enjoy. I hope everyone is doing okay.
Told you. Whoa, he's right there. I even see where he is. You guys, I saw a Bigfoot. It's on the camera. Yeah. I saw a Bigfoot. I went to zoom in on him. You know what just happened, right? I am literally zooming on him, about to, or something I think, and then it happened. What the heck?
2 in a row!
You guys, this is my gift for you, the four-wheeler. You guys, we're dead in the water here. I'll explain later if we can't get out. Do you see where, I see exactly where it is.
I saw the dust.
No, come here. See the triangle? You can see the triangle thing?
Yeah.
It's right there. Right against the forest.
Yeah, so let's take a walk.
Go ahead. I gotta work on this. That was, dude. It happened when I zoomed in. I'm like, I see a Bigfoot, Brent. We're about to fix the quad. I'm like, I see. He's like, you serious? I'm like, yeah. I think, well, like in the how they go in the structure, it's down there. The second I start to zoom in on him, that happened.
This is from today. I have a full video. It should be pretty good. I haven't done it yet, but you guys, I love finding a new spot like this. It's like where they're all big. It's not with the weird places in the forest where there's so many. This is where there's less, and they do things. It's amazing. I found their hidden place. It takes so long, you guys, to come in and find somewhere where the big ones are hiding. All you do is run into the others. Look at that. Top of the world, right? It's an upside down. Look, the trident's on the bottom. What's this? I think I can get you a view. Seat. Under a trident. Footsteps. These are big guys. I don't care. These are big. Trident. Look at the trees growing from right there. They start right there. It's like they're grafted on. All right. Look at this spot, you guys. Oh my God, they did it again. I'll turn it up for you. You guys to be standing there. So you'll see in the full version, which I haven't begun making yet, that I come from the most obvious trident, like, seats place ever. It's just so marked. I leave there, I'm telling them I love them and stuff, then I get here and this happens. If you had to be there, but you can hear it so good on the camera. It was, you guys, I asked them if they could push a tree down for me. Look at this spot, you guys. Oh my God, they did it again. They did it for me. Yes, thank you. See, they think I'm gonna get scared. You guys, there's no wind. That's on the camera. Yes. Thank you guys so much. You guys, I was just there. I swear to God to you, it's where I just was. I have such goosebumps right now. I don't get scared at all. They know I'm not scared. I think it bothers them sometimes. Like, that's supposed to make someone run. Me, it makes go in there. You guys, thank you so much. You guys, look, if you're new to this, trust me when I tell you, they just did that for me. welcome to Colorado Bigfoot. If you follow me, you might recognize a couple shots here and there, but I have some footage from those different times where I never posted them or put them in a video, and some captures like this. Like, check this out. It's another. There's something going on with this stump. We know. You can see the X on the left side of it. This is the land of the leprechauns, whatever I call it. It's legit, you guys. I mean, I get to see things here. It's unbelievable. I wouldn't even tell you. I wouldn't even be here if I haven't seen it. It's like things like shots like this. Like when I put this in, I would just want, and I'm going to shut up. I just want you guys to know that, you know, I know that some of you have seen a couple of those shots, but I'm just kind of fitting it in with things like this. It's just that Holy Cross Wilderness. You can see, like, you know, there's the others. You know, they're always together. So if you're I just want to remind other people that do this. If you're capturing strange, you know, different beings, little ones, big ones, it's still typically an indication that they're, you know, a Sasquatch type of being is around at some point or another. That they're easier. These are the guys that are looking out for them. You know, they're easy, and they can. I don't know. For a lack of better, like jokes almost, I call them like cartoons. The others, they sometimes I've seen them with my own eye. Well, not them, but one or two of them with my own eyes. The little ones jumping up and down, waving his arms. I thought he was like from like a new character for like a cartoon or something. Welcome, thank you guys. Sorry, I'm not speaking. I'm not doing a great voiceover here. I just wanted to get you going here. I think there's some music coming up, and then don't get discouraged. I just got some new captures. It's mostly just to. This is actually a lot for. It's for everybody because I want you guys to. You know, it's a great reminder. It shows this is a front and back. Never forget. I've discovered this, the front and the back. Okay, it's one way that you'll never ever. They do a lot of them without it, but when you see the front and the back, they never move. They're there for like ever, unless they move them. This is the one on the right's a big arch. So, anyway, over and out.
My age, I'll break everything. Goosey gander at that. Picking squirrels everywhere. So the guys, I'll zoom back out. I'm getting a bit seasick. Cheers, guys. It looks marked to me, that, guys. Let's have a look. It's right from that tree. Definitely. Well, I haven't been looking up much since I've come in. Got a lot of people clowns, eh? Din 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 din. Right then, guys.
That's how I knew. I saw an X just floating in the sky, my first one ever, and I was like, "Oh my god!" It was just so. I'll never, ever, ever. My memory, forget it. But my memory is like, there's a leaner going right through it. Look at that. Wanted me to show this to the world, to whoever was going to watch. McDonald's? Look at that. Let's go to McDonald's. And some guy just won a lawsuit. He was like he proved like beyond a reasonable doubt that it's not even food. It was like some national news. I think you guys can do your own Bigfoot video. Like you know what I mean? Most of you don't need me. You just need this. This is my job, is to constantly remind you and show you stuff that you can't deny, to keep your interest here, to keep you involved. And wind sure changes directions a lot, doesn't it? I still like the simple jokes. Like Ginger, she's awesome. Ginger Lockwood. She has the best little, like she has like what I have, but it's like small scale beauty. Like they do it flawlessly, but it's not like it's a different. They kind of do it on the scales of the forest. But her stuff is so perfect. It's like, so like I'll post, like I saw she posted like a beautiful X. And I say like, dumb jokes, like old repetitive jokes, like, oh, you must have the same wind. Last time I'll interrupt. Just remember, these are my neighbors. This is my backyard, basically. I think I might even add that to the video title. And remember, if you're new, I'm talking about. There's a giant X there. It's just part of their system. Okay, I have founded the X's, patented the X's, basically. And just about I could. And this is where this is how they hide. They told us, I don't know how accurate it is, but it's things get translated, and they said it makes it easier. It's just like, wow, that doesn't help us much.
Thanks, buddy. Well, how could all those, I mean, he's being milked. How could they get like that? The best part about it is as soon as you walk in his rock, he has that special dude back there. You guys, I got a really good video here. I blew it. 2 seconds, but at least enough of it. So they're they're literally like engaged right above the ranch. Lee is trying to call me. I didn't realize it. She's at the front. She told me today. She's like there was something going on. They're not us. They can't be there. And I'm like, I know. But so what happened is I realized it's a 2 second video. When I tilt my camera up, I always hit the button by accident. So I go on to film this amazing video of these fighter jets chasing like a UFO or something in a no-fly zone, by the way. And the whole time I'm not recording. I couldn't believe it. And then I stop it and do another one thinking so in other words, I think it's running, but I hit the button to turn it off, but I actually turn it on. And then I just put it down on my desk inside and it's just running inside. So that's why there's only 2 seconds. An amazing thing. They go right to the secret base when they're done, right in that direction. So I'm assuming that's where they go. It's incredible. I just want to say this. As much as I get the feeling that sometimes they're really chasing something, and I know there's all kinds of things out here, until I see a Martian, I get the feeling that it's people chasing people, no matter what the craft looks like.
I find this interesting. Look at that X. Yeah, it's blocked where it's crossing, but there's an incredible X right there. Right? You guys, just the other day I was here. I think it's been 3.
This is just a little preview. I really wait till you guys see how many are under there. I think you'll be able to. I show you eyeballs, everything. This is an amazing spot. I hope that you guys watch this. So I'm starting this with a clip where I'm at this place. This is where I stopped. It's a very well-known place to me. After all, like I know exactly where this. It was just very difficult with all the trees gone to figure out what's what. But I have figured out everything today. I've really spent a lot of time in there, and I know. So I'm very familiar with where I am here. And they start dragging this tree. Like there's no wind at all, and you'll be able to hear it really well, but not as much as I could hear it. Like it went on for like a while, and it was like they were taking a tree and like it was like bumping over those logs you see there, except it was over to the left. It was so weird, but you'll hear it if you listen.
I think I came into the behind this, right? This is where I filmed them the other day. Right here. Look how crazy it is back here. I couldn't see it from like this side of it. It's all like squatch land. Look, little.
I'm going to play it again louder for you. It's possible what that is a distraction. It's very possible, even though I see absolutely nothing. Remember, when you see their work like that, it's very possible that a lot could be happening, or being blocked from us. Just because the camera doesn't see it doesn't mean something isn't there. I just want to make it very clear. I know it's hard for us to understand. Do you really think I want to be the one to say this? Like, everything I have to say is hard. I wish I could just say something. Everyone's like, oh, yeah, every time I said something, high five, Mark. Totally on board. So you have to remember how hard it is to say things people aren't used to hearing.
What's that? There's no wind.
All right, now listen, I'm going to turn this up. You'll really hear it without me interrupting with pictures and stuff. This is really them I think it's them distracting because I'm looking at, like, it's possible they think I could see something, even though I see nothing in the video and nothing with my eyes. But it's definitely a spot, and right above there, 3 days ago, I caught them in their trident. Very evidently, it's very clear they're up there. Entities of some sort.
Would not. What's that? Would not. What's that? There's no wind.
All right, so I'm just going to come out and say it. So for years now, I've been knowing something. So I know they're right there with me. Like, not always, like, depending on where I am. But this spot now, I figured it out exactly where. And they know I know. At least I'm pretty sure they know I know. It's really hard. You feel crazy. I'm human. But let me tell you. So there's this game going on. What I'm trying to say is there's something so cool. There's something so hidden that one day we're going to figure. You guys, look. If we will it, We will figure it out. I promise you that there's something here on Earth, not just in that forest, that we can't see. That's amazing.
I think that's on the camera. You guys see he's like dragging a log through the woods. I'm not kidding. Did you hear that? I hope it's on camera so I don't sound stupid going, did you hear that? Right over there. You guys, there was a tree. I thought it was wood knocking at first, and then I realized it was like a tree being like dragged like over something like that. I just got done with a real conversation. I feel like that's when that stuff happens. I'm not getting what I asked for, but they give me something else, and I assume that like...
What I'm saying is true sometimes, but right now I believe that was because I was looking at something I'm not supposed to, even if we can't figure it out.
I'm pretty intuitive like that. That like, look, Mark, that's not happening, but here's what we can do. It's almost like sympathy. I'm not forgetting about that, actually. I'm just staring. Oh, no, there's the trident. Okay, so this is behind the trident. This is what it looks like.
I'm telling you, if you ever hear something in the forest, it's because you're near something.
With my eyes, I mean, I could tell they were there last time. It was so dark. You see this dark web.
You guys remember these. I will never show you a Bigfoot world without them. Okay, so you got 3 and 3. I'll show you them further in a minute. Look at the trident on the ground I'm about to zoom out of. This is just simply a mind-blowing spot. I filmed them in their trident here. The structures speak for themselves. This place is just simply outstanding. The noise, you should have heard it for standing there. The camera got it enough, right? But man, being there, it went on for a while. You could only hear it on the camera for a little time.
It's like a dark black thing. It's their magic. Look at the action, guys. And I just heard a tree being dragged. Could you guys do that again? This is over by Bubba's spot. You guys, I don't think they moved his spot. I'll be so happy. I don't know how to find it. It's just in there. I'd have to go. It would take me an hour. I could find it though, if it's still there. Yes, I'm telling you, a tree was just being dragged over there. There's no wind right now. That's the wind. And then all of a sudden, I hear like, do-dun, 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 do-dun. Look at the triples. What a spot. What a world. What a group of followers I have. The best. Shout out to Tabby. Tabby's going through a tough time. I don't know what it is, so I can't tell you. I wouldn't tell you anyway, unless you said it was okay. I didn't ask. But she's, she just said thanks for the videos. It made me feel really good. It's a shame that someone has to be going through hell for me to feel good. Like in a sense, like I didn't feel good because of that, but I'm kind of having a bad morning, and I get a message like that, like, Mark, because of your videos, I'm going through a really hard time. I'm not sure if I'll get out of it or when it's going to end or whatever, and your videos really help, and I just want to thank you. And when I got that message, it made me really happy because, it's not just about doing this, guys. It's about, you want to have a purpose. It's kind of like, look at how many triples. How could you be so... Sorry, I'm talking to someone doesn't exist. Actually, they do, but... Okay, there's 3 sets of triples. 4, 5, 6, kind of, 7. The one I showed you down there, they're everywhere. How could you not understand? How could you be...
There's some tricks going on up here. It's a shame I had to edit through some of this because I'm venting a little bit, and some of you would probably want to hear it, but I don't know. I just took it out. I kept in the good timestamps. This is really good. So one of the real secrets to all of this, I'll just come out and say it, is these guys can just become the forest. They are part of the forest. They, can just blend right into the environment, but it's way beyond the common logic of the human brain. Remember, I don't have to question this why, because he's standing on their alphabet. And I've already filmed, I don't even know how many before I got to this dude with the weird legs.
I believe they took down that teepee. So what a better place to go in than right here. You guys, it took me a while to figure out where this was, and now I know exactly where I am. It's extremely deceiving. You would not believe how many acres it is. When I said 1,000, I don't know, maybe more. I don't even know. It's an unbelievable amount. I caught them right in that trident the other day. I doubt they'd be there now. Let's see. I was not. When I'm around them, sometimes I really get disappointed in myself and how I was filming it.
Always take a second look when you see two perfect white little eyes. Their eyes are white a lot.
I don't think they're there now. Usually they're not, so they know, I know, and then they come back. What about the teepee on the outside? It's gone. They were right there in a trident and right on the outside in a trident. So we got to go in here. I do hear something this interesting. Look at that X. Yeah, it's blocked where it's crossing, but there's an incredible X right there. Right? You guys, just the other day I was here. I think it's been 3.
You guys, this is legit. I did a real close breakdown on even what appears to be a shadow behind him has eyeballs. You can see his eyes. This is, I don't know if I feel really sad. Like, is this their spot? Like, it's right next to that place, or was he out and just hiding because I was driving by? Like, what is going on? Like, I'm just losing my mind some days with what is going on. Keep in mind, I see this perfectly. Once it goes through the process, all the different processes, especially YouTube and stuff and uploading, it's hard sometimes. But then I see another one every time, and there's your white X. It's like an alien right behind it. It's literally like that's what we call them. The gang's all there.
3 days now, give or take, whatever. So it doesn't matter. Right there was that incredible, never moving.
Keep in mind, if you're one of the people that's new to this or just have trouble with processing this kind of stuff, just do the math, okay? I know how they do this, okay? They trick us. It's very evident that Bigfoot just isn't just leaning on your fence post. And then when you're shown how you're tricked, you don't want to believe it's how. I mean, don't you find that just kind of like ridiculous that you're not willing to entertain anything out of your thinking? I'm talking to people that are skeptics. And then so what you do is look, you see a timestamp right here. This is a special place. This is my neighborhood, basically. And there's two symmetrical, beautiful, giant X's right behind it. And I filmed them in a trident. A giant teepee trident right there that was there 3 days ago that's not there. You just have to do the math instead of just processing what you think you know.
Again, teepee. I saw them on it, and now it's gone. I was literally explaining. I think I was sitting, so the angle might not be right. I think I was like right there, looking that way, and it was right in there. I can't see. No one's been here working or anything since then. They're not up here, thank God. I was hoping they were going to be here. I saw a tractor trailer leaving with a load, but...
You guys, I'm doing too much zooming, but if you look at the guy now behind the white X, I think you can see like more of his body for timestamp people. And then, of course, you have your triangle and another X. Not only that, there's another X behind that X. That X is a front and back, by the way. I think I see a giant white face as well. I don't think it's pareidolia, you guys. If that face is legit, which I find it hard for it not to be, considering the system involved, that would be, in my opinion, these guys' backup, because I've stopped now literally feet away from these guys. So now that guy is going to be sure. You know, if I somehow that guy was compromised, there's another one. This is how it's done. Where's the bodies? Where are you kidding me? Do you really think? I mean, they're more complex than us. I think they're just visiting. There's some other world somewhere that we don't get to see. It's not all here. I don't think. I'm not sure yet.
I can't see these people. Well, these trees are just ripped off. It's weird. There's tree people here, but these are all ripped. I don't know if they did it with a machine or not. It'd be kind of... maybe they rip them so they come back. I'm not sure. It's gone. The teepee's gone. There's a perfect X there. So let me get in here. I'm gonna take a walk around today. Someone up here with a chainsaw. It's one of the part of the company. He's somewhere in here doing something like this. How dumb would he feel if he knew what he was really doing?
That's the problem. I'm trying to explain to people, how... You want to see super magic, not pareidolia. Pareidolia is a word of the common folk, okay? When I get in there, zoom and pause that. This is... Not everyone's supposed to be able to understand this. You'll see his arm even turning on the log. It's pretty amazing. Stupid we are. We know nothing. Nothing, okay? The only thing you know is in our world. They've made it so you think you're smart in our fake world. Good luck with that. It'll take you nowhere. So you made money? Congratulations. Who cares? Think about it. You're going to be dead soon. What are you going to do with your money then? How much did it matter how successful you were then? Do you think God is going to put you ahead of someone else that has been helping someone their whole life and helping people and doing amazing things with hospice and caring for people? But God's proud of you because you had a job at AT&T making... you are delusional. Snap out of it before it's too late. It probably is too late for you. I don't know who I'm talking to. They were right there. Remember, we don't understand it. They didn't climb up there in the way you think they did. This is all something that we don't understand. It doesn't fall within logic or reason. It does, but not ours. Give me a second. I know exactly where I am. I've been in here once with my camera, and it looked nothing like this. In fact, I know how to get to a special place of mine from here. Isn't that bizarre? So I'm going to do that. Wait till you see. I'm going to walk this way. It'll take me quite some time, but I'm going to do it. Walk this way. This is where I film like monkey type. It's not apes, but like they are like prehistoric like looking beings that have 4K faces. A lot of times you just see their face. We used to call them floating heads. Look, I don't believe that. I don't believe that there's just. I think you're seeing them, in what I call magic. Should I make my way over there? It's a long walk. Let me talk to these guys. I want to let them know how much I care. This is all their work. See, there's the border. Nothing goes beyond that one right there. And then everything here is off the ground. They just did this when this all happened. I wonder what their seats... I know where seats are. There used to be a huge one right here somewhere. I used to be able to walk down from the road. See, I'm not far from the dirt road. Remember, guys, I'm 20 miles up. But I wish I could show you. But, the dirt road's right there. Nobody's up here ever. If they do, they're just going right by. No one's stopping and going into the forest. It doesn't happen. I've never found one person in 6 years parked and inside of a forest that wasn't a marked trailhead. It doesn't happen. People don't go off trail. It's only people like you. It's only people that know. They're afraid. Regular people are scared to death. They believe every single thing they're told. Every single thing on TV. Every sign. Be careful of the mountain lions. Be careful of the bears. Be careful. You don't have to be careful of anything. You couldn't get near one of them things out here if you tried. Yes, one of them things. It's not going to happen. You have to understand where you're standing. You're standing in the middle of magical beings. They don't let that kind of stuff happen when you're in their worlds, okay? When people get mauled by bears, they're not in the middle of a Bigfoot world, okay? They're not going to let you die. Now, if you just fall, that's your problem. But they can control anything out here. I think they need certain reasons. Like you're getting too close, you're compromising them, things like that. Then they can go full effect. This is going to get good, you guys, I promise. This is why I'm doing this slow. Give me time. I got a couple more weeks here till the master places where, I get everything. Communications, I get it all there. I can't wait. Multiple places that I have, but that I can't get there until after June 21st because of the rutting. This whole forest is them. It's the others. It's like thousands of others, hundreds, thousands. I think it's thousands rotating. That's what I believe.
You know that chainsaw in the distance. What a shame. What an absolute shame. So they see, not only do they just cut it down, they do it like terribly. Like there's no care, there's no love, it's all about money and doing it as fast as you can. The workers you get are all, bottom of the barrel, people that need jobs. They're out here pooping and peeing in the bushes, leaving toilet paper all over the place, beer cans, soda cans. Their lunch every day is just thrown in the bushes, things like that. Make sure, if you're one of those people, you don't meet me, because I will sit in prison for the rest of my life with a big smile on my face. Look at this world of them, you guys. This is the most. It's not the most, but I was about to say it's the most complex ground, and only ground. There's no standing structures. It's all ground. Look at that, you guys. How those two bend in. Look. Look at these two. You just gotta look closely. It's not possible. It's 1 in a trillion to have two of the same things doing the same thing. People don't. You guys, I might have to stop doing this because I cannot cope with people. It's not my job. I'm not a public figure. I'm not here to hold the hand of idiots. I probably will more than most people would. But I am so tired of how stupid, now forget about the rest of the world, most of the Bigfoot community is. That they're clueless idiots that use logic. Still, when it's all being shown, they don't look and they argue. And you can literally show them factually on the video and they'll think that I'm lying or I have CGI'd it or I'm faking it. It's a crazy thing. I don't get accused by anyone in the community knows I'm legit. It's just that they think that they're monkeys. Look at this, you guys. I have never been. This is at the bottom of a place I film. My place is like a mile up there. This is it. This is the place. It's just that I never come in here. It's fascinating in here. This is all their mulch. These are all their seats. It's all little tiny things, guys. They're all little. We're always looking for big. Guess what? Most of it's little. There's big out here too, but they're the minority. For sure are the big ones. I think what I'm beginning to believe is that it's all been a trick. That they've always, because look, we've always known, there's always been people, there's always, since the beginning of what we can, what we have record of, because I believe it's all lies. I believe it's our whole thing is not true. Everything they've said about us is all not true. It's all a lie. Why are people so dumb? I don't get it. Like, well, how can you not see it? Well, how is it that you believe your TV versus your best friend? Because you're hypnotized. That's why. Snap out of this. This is the most magical. I have such goosebumps and chills and I really got in here, okay? I'm way back in here. I've realized, you know where I am? So I don't want you to think I'm it's some new place. This is a really familiar area of mine. It's only 15 miles from my house. I think I said 20 earlier, but it's 15. I do mess up the mileage because I don't want, there's too many detectives out there. But it's way up here, and I have never been down this low. I'm usually, and they're amazing. They have all of these seats a mile up. I feel like this is a part of it, because it never stops. Look at that extraness.
Notice the caliber of the X versus the trees growing.
Look at that. Look trees and look small, because they're right here. Okay, I promise. You guys, it's one thing I've determined. Not just for me, for all of you. They're always watching you. If you are where they are, they're there. Okay? I know we need confirmation, but we don't understand it, but just you gotta trust me. Okay? I've never not filmed them once. I have never been out in the woods and not got them on the camera.
looks really good down there. It's just that there's no return. If you go that way, I mean, you could, but man, you have to walk all the way up. Oh, there's a big giant pile down there. Look at that. Those are seats right there. There's your seats. Remember, squirrels can't make piles of 10,000 shreds of, it's actually more like 1,000,000 shreds of eaten pine cones. Their system in here is incredible. Do I go to that seat down there? I know where this is. I have been here, but a mile above. It doesn't change much. And as you walk through, you'll see. Let me show you. Because I don't know if I'm going to go there today or not. I can stop there some other time from above. You got to see how it's, you guys, nothing is not perfect. Like up there. It's all like amazing X's. And I'm seeing these seats. You guys are killing me today. Here, little people, little people. Little. I never do this for you guys. We're not supposed to know they're little. It's because of, I believe, just because then you won't be scared to come in here. And most people would come in for a relationship. Some others would come to put them in a cage to make $1 million. That would they be able to do that? Of course not. There's many people in place here to make sure that doesn't happen. I mean, they're people. Birds. That bird is literally speaking. Keep in mind, around me is all clear cut. This isn't even close to one of my favorite forests up here, but it's amazing. In fact, I just realized they got rid of Bubba. Oh man, I just made his name up. It doesn't have a name. I found this dude's seat down in there once. It's gone now because it's all clear cut. That's where the clear cut is, right there. And I have never quite found a situation like his where he was really hiding away. Like, this dude wanted nothing to do with views or anybody. And I think it was like one or two. And I always knew it was this big guy. I just knew in my heart. I always knew. His spot's gone. They just got rid of it. It's a crazy thing, you guys. This is all their world. Look, you can't see, but look, everywhere I am is an X. There's two. Remember, front and back. I've made it so if you see a front and back X, they cannot be moved, okay? Unless the tree it's on moves somehow. It'll be there until they change it. Nobody in the world can tell you that I have made this so the front and back X's can never be questioned by, let's just for argument's sake, say idiots. 100 of those. I'm going to say it's literally between 100 and 200. Not even counting the ground. Forget the ground. If you count the ground, there's 1,000 X's here. Literally 1,000. Especially if you go into these. That's an X. That's an X. There's at least 1,000. His seat was down right in there. Look at this place, you guys. The purpose, so if I haven't really shown you anything or done anything, it's because I just wanted to do a quick breakdown of where I filmed them the other day. Based on where, look, there's the clear cut right there. I have yet to walk up to that. Maybe I should go over there. Down there, I should say. Give me a sec. I'll try not to talk that much. So I'm coming over to Bubba's seat, right? Like towards where it was. And they've been really doing work in here. Not that, but just gives you an idea. It shows you.
That's not a timestamp. I don't think. Remember, it's tough. I try to keep the lens clean. But guys, remember, I am up dirt roads, and I'm in places where, regular people don't film. See, it's hard to compare my lens to someone else's. I'm doing, very difficult things here. Plus, I'm not good at that stuff to begin with. So all the tridents where I filmed them are right there. You just can't see them. They're right, like just 100 feet away. This is right behind the tridents. Look at that. This has never been here before. Like they've rearranged it. So these sticks, they only use the conditioned sticks for the most part. So it's all been moved. You can see, look at this. Look at it. That main beam is just definitely moved. There's no wind here, okay? None. It's all protected. Oh, they're right back in here. Where's the trident I filmed them in? Oh, it's like over there. Sorry, I thought it was closer. It's right there. They're right here. Look at this, you guys. Like, what the hell? Heck, what the heck? Like, what are you supposed to say if you cut your leg off by accident? Golly gee. Jesus, I know you got me covered. I'm going to go through the day positive. Some of that stuff, like Christian stuff, like gets me. It's like, all right, my leg's gone today. Jesus has got me covered. All right. Positive attitude. Rather than going, mother. I have both sides. I'm both of those people. I'm working on the... Look at this, you guys. This is all being done. They just did it. Look. It just got done. So was it dead? No, yeah, but they're rearranging everything in front of the clear cut. Look how they're blinding. It's creating blinds so at a distance you can't see through. It's because I know they're physical in here. And they know when people are coming somehow. That's the one thing. They have this radar. They have, in most cases, at least here, where it's on a grand scale, they have some kind of, I don't know if it's among themselves or it's technology or what, but they know when you're around. Energy, somehow. They just know. I can't explain. I'm trying to figure that out. It's really hard to figure out. Like really, really, really hard. Oh, I wonder if they didn't get Bubba's seat. I won't find it, but it was down in there. I wonder if Bubba's okay. Look at all the eating. Pinecone eating. Right behind their bent stuff in their tridents. So I'm just here for the clear cutting. I normally would not be here right now. I'm only doing this because I wanted to take a look around. I'm in the inside of a forest where everything has been destroyed. When I say everything, guys, let me give you an idea. You wouldn't believe. Well, I could probably show you right here. I'm going downhill, but that's all right. I have a rule, never go downhill first. The only one that ever remembered that was Brandon. He always tells me, he always reminds me that that's something he remembers I say. So because I guess I did say that, like especially when you're going out for a long day, try to go uphill first. That's the way I do it, because going downhill sucks too, believe it or not, when it's real steep. If it's like this is great. Look at this, you guys. I don't understand it. Keep watching, I'm at the edge. This is just one of the edges. This is what they're cutting down. In some places, things you can't even believe. They must have been like, what the hell am I cutting here? Remember, even then, you can't cut something and not know it's something strange that you've never, at angles you've never cut before. Like, this is bizarre. Things that'll snap out of place, things like that. Circles. That circle goes all the way into the ground, and it's stuck in the ground. You just can't tell because I can see it in the ground. Right, that's it right there. Look at it right here. This will become one of the best forests ever. You guys, where I go in Holy Cross is exactly what, it's 30 years later there. They did the same thing, and it became so incredible in the forest. Once I think they reduce they reduce the number, they push numbers in back, in together, and or something like that, because the forest becomes so unbelievable. Look at that, you guys, on the corner. Like, what do people say when they see they think that's normal? It's an amazing thing. This is where I am, okay, just in case. Mark, remember the guy when I first started? You guys, only a few people will probably remember. The guy was like, look, there's an X, and there's an X. This guy didn't believe that I was going far out to film this. He's like, Mark, it's pretty evident that you don't turn the camera a certain way each time. So what he does is he thinks I'm standing, like right here's town, and I'm standing here pretending like I'm in. This is the kind of psychotic crazies I just don't want to be near, like how insane is the guy to think that that's what I'm doing. I'm lying about where I am, and like, what kind of drugs do you take? Seriously, I'm not making a joke. What has made you to where do you have bad parents? A lot of times, believe it or not, that's the case. People grow up with horrible parents. It's a shame. Like, I don't mean that as an insult. I mean it as like, I'm sorry. I don't know what I would have done without my parents. I'm so fortunate to have the best parents. So I'm very sensitive to that. And I see a lot of the times, it's exactly that. Like, there was no mom, there was no dad, there was no either, or they were both alcoholics or drug addicts, and then the kid's a mess. And what he wants to do is spew that hatred and that pain onto others. Even if it's unconsciously, he makes up excuses, he self-justifies himself, and that's what people do. They don't want, they can't stand to see someone doing anything. It's a really selfish thing. Humans are very selfish people. I don't understand it. Look as you walk back in. Black Trident X. Look at that. That's a black Trident X. Do you believe me now? Over now. See them all coming out at the top? That's the only way I can really explain it. They're all teepeed at the top. Well, I can't really film it from here, but look at the ground. Everything they did on the ground is theirs. Nothing's touching the ground. Look at this spot. I can't wait to check here. I'll definitely come back around here at some point before the year's over. The season's over, just for 5 minutes. You'll see where they've been all summer. All right, bye. What's up, buddy? X on his head. "20 miles up here hitting, or 15 miles up here in chainsaws." There's one right there too. And there's one right there. Those are the guys who are making the noise. I love you. Here's the Trident. That's where they were. Right there. I know they're not there because they know. I know. Look in front of the Trident. It's the craziest X. With the Trident X marking it at the base. I mean, you guys, no one has ever gonna believe the things I have to say in the future if you can't see that. You hear the frustration in my voice? It's not with people. 99.9% of the world on board. I'm super frustrated with how dumb the other people are, because ultimately I do care about those people. So as much as I insult them, it's really a bottom line caring. I think we should all care. We should all be united, not separate. That's why we don't get along. You can't give 8 billion people free will. You know what, guys? Go ahead and go think whatever you want.
Go make up your own God and do whatever you want. And you guys will all live happily ever after. That's the whole problem with the earth, guys. I'm not talking about being free. I'm talking about knowledge. About knowing the truth. Because no one knows the truth, we will kill each other. Until we all know the truth, this is the way it'll be. If once we do, there's going to be a period of insanity and reconciling, and then the world can have peace. One person has the ability to change the world. I'm going to do it, but let me just show you. Let me give you the backup of all that stuff that I just showed you. All right, like the blatant. I'm going to show you what that place will look like one day. Here's your clear cut. These are all trees that have come back. Here's trees that didn't. Okay, this was all clear cut a long time ago. See what I mean? It's utter destruction. It never comes back. People are like, oh, the forest comes back better than it did before. These are things they tell you to shut you up. You're telling me that looks better than it ever has before? This forest is destroyed and never will be the same again. It's absolutely destroyed. Because of what? Humans. What the is that? You guys, what's going on? Look. You guys, like there's footprints, you'll see it in the video. I haven't gone any further than this yet, but they're everywhere. And they made this crazy path and put all the sticks. This is like in the forest next to one of my spots. I'm very familiar with right here. I've had people here. And this is the weirdest trail, and you can see in the camera, but like I think they can keep me from seeing things. I don't know. Just keep that in the back of your head. What the hell? There's no cutting in here. You guys, this has all been... In other words, you will not see any footprints. Like it almost, I'm not claiming this, but it seems like that when I'm back watching the video sometimes. Like, I don't know. Like, they can, I don't know. Look. Look at all the trees. Guys, they made a path through here? Look at that. Oh my God. That's all new. I swear to you. Look at that. Look at that. We should be able to film them in here real quick. I'm going in there just for 10 minutes. I just want to give you the ultimate confirmation. Oh, dude, look at this. Why? I'm like, dude, look. I'm not near any people or any cutting. And they did all that, you guys. This is a special place of mine, but that's never been there. You'll see them on their seats. Watch this. You guys, I can't explain that. Look. Look, I'm in the middle of the forest. It's not from like the people cutting or anything. That's a half a mile that way. No one's been over here, thank God. I don't think they will either because it's already been done. This has never been cut. So let me just show you the seats real quick. You know what, I'm not going to talk too much. Let me just go up to this crazy structure. Just take it in. Look for timestamps. These are all little beings, I'm telling you. There's always a big one, but sometimes I always thought it was those little ones were all here because of the big one. And no, I don't think so. I think they're a team. That's all I'm going to show you. The pile of pine cones. Those big dudes will be up there. way up there, and then it becomes a real forest just 100 yards away. I mean, this is a real forest. Look at this. It's something I would love to stop mentioning, but you know, the caliber of these structures take wind out of any equation. But it's all little people. I kind of dig as cool as it is, you have to understand, guys, I've been highly versed in little people now for years. It's just that I don't really say it much. You hear me say it, but it's nothing like what it's going, as much as I'm processing it. And so it's not as much of a big deal to me anymore as you would think. Most of you would prefer that. Just how he'd be on your shoulder, just chilling out. But I don't know, man, there's something about the big forests and the big guys that I just am all over. I want to be the, in other words, I don't want to be the strong one there. I want to, I'm there to find these big guys. I want to hang out with him, Would I hang out with the little guy? Sure, but I cannot explain that. It's so weird. There's no footprints, no tracks, there's no rake prints, there's no nothing. It's over there too. It doesn't make any sense. Keep in mind, I'm one of the last ones here in the fall. I literally am there the day before it snows, and the first one here. I mean, in the forest, always the only one. But as far as going up these roads, even no, this just became available. It's just bizarre that this is like this. An absolutely destroyed forest where they cut. It never comes back, you guys. It just never comes back. The destruction of humans is a terrible thing. I just want to live here. I want to be thought of as cool. Like, man, those humans are really like, I think of us all as one, I want us all to be thought of as, as wow, they're doing a great job. I just simply did not see this. I mean, this is something they did. This is never been there. You guys, I have videos that are the same, me talking in the same spot. I would have shown you that before. You can see it was set up. Like, there's rocks in there. It's like there's like a little inside. These are all little people, and they have these little things. It's almost like a cartoon. Not completely destroying everything. Most people don't see it. That's the whole problem. They just think someone else is going to take care of it. It's just that up here it's chilly. There's not a lot of sun up here. Look how pretty, you guys. We don't have a lot of trees to begin with up here, and they've taken so many. This is nothing. You guys, you got to see. I didn't film. This goes for, it's like 5 miles across this face that way. It's incredible amounts of acres. I'm not sure exactly how many. I would guess. Let's think. This patch that's 200. I think it's thousands of acres. I mean, they've destroyed thousands of acres. Look how they leave it. They don't even do a good job. You could leave a guy with an excavator just for a day could do that whole mountain with a good excavator, just raking it with his bucket, perfectly grading it and making it nice, leaving all the. You might want to leave the stumps in case new growth can come out of them, but cleaning all this garbage, you want it up. It just creates havoc, and some of it's good. It's actually becomes mulch and becomes nutrients, eventually, but most of it like this, just like some of this stuff's okay, believe it or not. Like, it's good to leave some of that. It'll break down pretty quickly. But some of the bigger stuff like this, it'll never go anywhere. A tree can't grow from it. It's blocking any air. They just did a horrible, horrible job of destruction here. And they did a great job of destruction. But a horrible job of the closed. So if they think, so now this road, this is way away from where I was doing a video. Today, I don't know if this is in the clip or if you even see this or not. I do so many of these you won't see. Look at this, you guys. First of all, blatant. They did that. If they think that includes me, they're smoking more drugs than most of you guys. I'm kidding, you guys don't do drugs. None of you. Weed isn't drugs, okay? I really don't consider weed. Here's what people ask me every day, so let me just tell you. I wasn't planning.
The weed thing, okay? First of all, it's legal. It's been legal here for like 12 years, okay? It's no big deal. People don't care. It's just like everything else. You were brainwashed growing up as a kid into thinking it was some horrible drug. Now, I don't encourage anything like, especially for children. I don't think if you're under 25, you should be doing anything. They just determined your brain grows now till 30. You wonder why I'm an idiot? There you go. I smoked a ton of weed. I mean, I smoked more weed. It wasn't to be high either. That's the thing. It's kind of like, because I was so ADD, you self-medicate. It's like taking Adderall with ADD. You don't get high. People without ADD can abuse it and get high off of it. I was just trying to medicate. That's all. I never once do I want to be high. I just want to feel like I wanted to be able to speak and talk like you guys. You see? Bottom feeders. If you meet me, I go to prison. The least you could have done is pick these up. This happened recently because those were not there. It has happened. Oh no, well, see, it's happened since fall, since I was here at the fall. There were shotgun shells here in the fall too, so that's when that probably happened. They're idiot kids. Yes, idiots. So was I. That's why I'm so on it. Like, yeah, it sounds like I kind of like a hypocrite in a sense, but it's not. It's because it's so easy not to make the mistakes I did. Like my son, he likes smoking pot and stuff. And I'm like, Tyler, I don't want you doing, this stuff right now. Like, you don't need to. He's like, Dad, but you did it. And da-da-da. I'm like, yeah, I know. That's why I don't want you doing it. If I thought it was great for you, I would do it. I want to keep that dad. I know some of you guys probably smoke with your kids. That's fine. But I don't do that really. We did once, I think, because it's not my thing. I don't want to do that. I want to be a dad, not a friend. You know what I mean? So you can be great friends with your children, but you got to be a dad, I believe, a dad first. And everybody's different. So, you know what I mean? This is just my situation. Some people, you got a million different scenarios, and sometimes that's the only way it could have been, is you guys are best friends. I totally get it. So never would I badmouth how you're a dad or a mom. Because, everyone's different. There's a million different scenarios and situations and trauma. But for me, I think it's because I have a real dad, and I just want to I could never be as good of a dad as he is, ever. But I kind of want to be a little bit of him if I can. I love you guys.